example, in my case, in my short little lifespan on planet Earth, from the point of a bachelor, you begin to experience, God and how amazing He is and how good He is and so forth. And then wife and I got married, and one of the ways God describes Himself with regards to the relational side of Him is that Jesus is our groom and we are the bride of Christ, right? So that's one of the ways God communicates His intention and willingness to have a relationship with us. And then another way that God communicates His relationship with us is when Jesus was teaching the disciples to pray. He said, okay guys, pray like this. And He didn't say our dead religious God. He again attached it to a relationship, and He referred to God as Father, right? As Father, so as a parent. Okay, so another way, another aspect of how we experience God is Him being our Father, Him being our parent, which also leads to a very important point. And the point is this, that whether you are, in Eliana's case, 5 days old, whether you are 12 years old, whether you are 60 years old, whether you are 100 years old, the awesome thing is that you will never, ever, ever, ever in your life become God's adult. You will always be His child. And that for me has just been absolutely so liberating. And that's been one of the things I've been looking forward to with regards to the whole pregnancy and birth and so forth. The whole thing of experiencing God just in a whole new way, in a whole new dimension, as now me having the privilege and honor of being a father to now experience what that relationship looks like from father to child. So there's been some really, really valuable lessons that God has taught us in just these past few days, which I do believe will contribute to every single one of us understanding a bit more deeper as to how deeply loved we actually are by God the Father. And the first one I want to kind of share with you guys this morning, and we'll get into some verses here now, but the first one I want to share with you is when that child was born, even this morning having to leave wifey at home is probably one of the most difficult things to do. Yesterday we already started, with church gatherings and so forth, and had to, unfortunately, also the wife had to stay put. She had a C-section, so she's busy recovering and all of that kind of stuff. And it's one of the toughest things to leave them at home. Because why? When that child comes, there's number one, there's a deeper connection that takes place between husband and wife, number one. And there's a deeper love, I believe, that gets established between those two partners specifically. And then this child comes in. And by the way, this child, respectfully to Eliana, she's done absolutely nothing to deserve mommy and I's love. Nothing. Right? I mean, she poos, she pees, she eats, she sleeps. She hasn't contributed towards the income of the household in any way. Right? But yet there's this unconditional love that you have towards this child. Now, if that is us as individuals, how much more then God, our Father, that He demonstrates that love towards us? Again, sometimes people think that God blesses them because maybe they went to church, or maybe they prayed, or maybe they read their Bible. No, God blesses us because He loves us.